Are you caring for your Kamado correctly? Because I bet you're not. Welcome along to Barbecue Life, home of the Kamado Bono. Today we're discussing how to care for your Kamado Bono. So this is about making sure that we're cleaning it out properly in between cooks. So the first thing we're going to do is just going to take an old brush and we're just going to knock any of that soot, dirt and grime out of the lid of the Kamado and just into the unit below. Now we need to get all of our grill grates and all of the accessories out of the Kamado itself. Give the charcoal a good shake, knocking any dust off. And then we can go back in with our brush. We're starting towards the top and we're just again knocking any excess bits of soot and that charcoal dust that just sticks to the edge of the Kamado off. Then we're going to take our top ring out. Again, having a brush around underneath that. You'll be surprised how much dirt gets around the outside of that Kamado. Taking out our bottom charcoal grate, give that a knock off as well. And then we can start removing the dust from underneath. So we're just using our brush again, brushing into the ash collector at the bottom. And then we can remove that and get rid of the dust from the bottom of there. Just give it another brush because you'll be surprised how much is still stuck. I take you in and you can see that you've got the light coloured dust on the inside and the darker coloured dust on the outside. So that darker coloured dust is all stuff that's not burnt correctly, that's dropped down the side of your Kamado bowl, and the cleaner burn stuff is in the middle. So we're back in with our brush again, knocking off all that soot and dust from the outside of our bowl again. So it's just all going to sit in the bottom, and then we can start to brush that out. So I'll just use an old dustpan, open up that bottom vent and brush it all out. So we want to be doing this about every 6 cooks, because that dust that's sitting around the outside and it gets caught in the little holes around the bowl, and that is just going to reduce your airflow over time. So about every 6 cooks I tend to do this. Make sure that we've got it nice and clean before we can start adding everything back in again. So when you do put it in, when you put your bowl in, make sure you've got a nice finger gap around the outside and you line up your ash collector. Get that all sorted, and then you can go in with your top ring and then start putting your accessories back in after that, and we're all done. So once we've got everything cleaned out, if we've still got a lot of grease and things on our grill grates or on our deflector plates and things like that, remember you can always wrap your deflector plates in foil to keep them cleaner. But if we've still got a lot of grease and things going on, then the best thing to do is to do a high temperature burn. So that is quite simply fill it up with charcoal, light it and open up all the vents as much as possible. So a lot of people say that this is a waste of charcoal, so I tend to do this on a pizza night when I'm cooking pizzas on there. So we get the pizza stone on there as well. It burns everything off because we're running at 350 to 400 degrees C, and you're still getting a cook out of it. The other thing that you could be doing is any other really high temperature cook, or if you're doing a semi high temperature cook, you can cook that and then at the end of it just open your vents right up rather than shutting them down to preserve the charcoal you've got left. Just give it a 20-minute burn at a really high temperature, and that will help keep it clean. For the outside, best things to be getting the grease and the grubbiness off the outside is something that's vinegar based. So I tend to use Windoline. So anything like that, give it a good spray and then give it a good rub. The pain in the butt on this is the dimples, because you've got to get into each individual dimple with a cleaning cloth. When I had the Aldi Kamado that was completely smooth on the outside, cleaning was so much quicker and so much easier. This one is a little bit more of a pain, but it's something that we can discuss when we do more another review across the Bono range. Now that we've been living with it for a bit longer, there are a few other bits that I really like and a few bits that I don't like. So we will review that probably next summer. So if you found some value in this video, then please do give it a like. Make sure you leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers.